Please fall with me. I'm getting high.
Welcome back to my channel. So I start off by attaching my camera to my computer, creating a new folder, and I called this Red Ways, and I incorporate all of my images into that folder. And what I'm doing here is going back and forth and deciding on which pictures I want to use for this particular photo. So I'm going back and forth between photos that I like or don't like, deciding which ones I like the most, and the ones I like the most I put into Photoshop to be chosen to make my final image. So I put the first image and I paste it into the base image, which is me sitting in the middle. I then use the masking tool, and then I just clean up around little areas to help it blend. As you see here, I'm blending myself and my background into the base image. I'm using all of the background from the base image so it can stay consistent, and I'm just trying to mask myself into the image so that it could create three Pierres. So here I'm just cleaning up, and I'm now adding my shoe back in, and I have to zoom in really close and create a lasso tool, which is just selecting the area around so that I can make sure I brush up the areas nice and neat, so I don't, create blurred lines or anything like that. Here I'm selecting my third image and just incorporating it into the base image and pasting it and arranging how I want it to flow. I then just clean up using a mask tool again, clean up the areas around. By the way, this is not erasing, this is a mask, meaning that if I wanted to put these areas that I'm quote-unquote erasing back, I can, because I'm not technically erasing it, I'm just masking it, so it's just hiding it. You'll have to Google Photoshop masking if you want a more tutorial version of it. But anyway, I'm just kind of selecting around my head to clean up the background and everything like that. I then realized later that my cleanup was a little harsh, so I had to go back and kind of make it a little bit more soft or blur it up a little bit so it wouldn't be so harsh. I'm doing that here. Just trying to lightly clean it up so it doesn't look fake. Here I'm just making my color correcting for the first base image. So it's just that because there's three images in one, it's only affecting the base image, which is me sitting in the middle. And so I'm just cleaning it up, making it more vibrant, making it a little bit brighter, making it darker, contrasting and things like that. And now I'm moving on to the second image, and you see I'm kind of just choosing how I want it to look and making sure it blends with the first one so it all looks cohesive and looks like it's all one image. And when I move on to the image on the far right, which is the lower panel, this panel one is, oh my god, it was so dark. I should have retook this image, but it was really hard in this hallway. It's pretty dark in the hallway. So cleaning this up was kind of difficult as far as color correcting went. So I just decided to skip the color correcting for a little bit, and I just went to cleaning up the areas that I didn't finish cleaning up. Just jumping ahead real quick, in the next clip you'll see that my face and my head is completely different from the previous face and head I had. I changed it completely because the original image I had was too dark and I couldn't fix it. It was the light was coming in behind it. It was just impossible. So I changed it. And so anyway, I'm going on to save the image. I name it. I save it as a PSD, which is a Photoshop document, so it saves all my layers. And then I save it as a JPEG so that I can actually upload it onto my blog. And here I'm just putting my JPEG image into my blog. It's uploading, and I paste it in. And once I paste it in, I decide if I want it big, medium, large, small, whatever. So I decided I wanted it large, and I call it Red Sneaker Ways. And so in this blog, I just talk about, my hair, what it's doing, my outfits, all three outfits. And then I talk about my photography and my editing and my conception and things like that, and my makeup. And so I just upload that photo to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram, and my Snapchat, and I share it, and that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to check out my blog for more photos like this. I hope you enjoy. See you in my next video. Bye.
Want you to hold me like you'll drop me, and I'll shout.